Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Shereen and I'm so glad that you're here. This video is the first of many self-improvement videos on my channel. I'm starting a new journey of trying to lose at least 20 pounds, and I'll tell you why and how and everything. But I wanted to kind of like monitor it and keep track of it, so I thought what a better way to do that than to do it with you and have a playlist of my progress on my YouTube channel. So the reason why I'm doing this is because last year, 2021, I was doing really good. I was working out really good. I was eating clean. I was doing everything right, almost everything right. And by the end of the year, I lost about 15 pounds, say 10 pounds. Anyways, I started the beginning of 2022 feeling really good about myself. I was in like the healthiest shape of my life, the lightest weight of my life, and I was doing really good, and I was so determined to finish strong. But this year so far, I have just been so distracted and I haven't been able to focus on my real goals, and I feel like I let my body kind of like sidetrack. Like I feel like my body's doing its own thing because, well, first of all, I gained the 10 pounds back, which I'm not happy about because I lost those 10 pounds so slow and so healthy, and I know I only gained them back because of poor choices in 2022. So I have decided to do this kind of like harsh diet. And I say harsh because I think it is harsh and I don't think it's suitable for everybody. But I'm only gonna go for it because I have done so much studying of how my body works last year, and I have a pretty good understanding on like what works and what doesn't and what my body really needs. And I feel like at this point I need a harsh diet to, one, reset my cravings, because I know like I did really good last year and all of a sudden I'm craving way more sugars and stuff. But I also really want to train my body to burn the fat that my body already has. So I obviously have more fat than I need to survive, and I want to train my body to use that fat for energy, and instead of expecting me to feed it more every time it's asking for more food. So that's kind of like my ultimate goal here. So I came up with a diet that I think is going to work for me really well, and I will post it daily. Please excuse my editings. Like if I don't edit my videos super good, because I want to film daily and post daily about my progress and anything that I learn along the way, whether that's like a good recipe or a good lesson learned, or like if I like lost track and got back on track or whatever, I will share it with you on daily basis. And that's why there's going to be a playlist for this journey on my YouTube channel. So first thing first is I came up with a plan, and I really gave it a lot of thought, again based on how much I understand my body. And I came up with this plan and I wrote it down so that I could tell you what the plan is, but also so that I could refer to it throughout this journey and remind myself of what my rules are. And my goal is to follow this plan until I lose the 10 pounds that I gained in 2022. To at the very least, I want to go back to how I was the beginning of 2022. And then I want to revisit the plan maybe and give myself a little more permission and loosen up the plan a little bit, just a little bit, because I still want to lose 10 more pounds once I lose the first 10. And once I lose my 20 pounds, then I can go back to like a very basic, normal, healthy lifestyle that is a good balance of eating healthy and working out. Okay, the plan. Let's talk about food, because I know food is like the biggest component of this whole thing. I would say if I had to name this plan, I would name it like low carb, high protein diet, which is like, duh, don't we all want that? But let me tell you what my plan is. My plan is to cut out any obvious carbs like rice, pasta, bread. Like I'm cutting that out completely. I'm not saying like zero carbs, because everything we eat has carbs, like a banana has carbs, like everything has carbs. But I'm eliminating the easy things to eliminate, like the visually obvious things, those are going away. I am keeping 2 grains in my diet because I feel like I can't survive without these two, or I can't make it every day without these two. The first one is being oatmeal. Oatmeal does have carbs in it, but I feel like the benefits of oatmeal outweigh the carbs that come with it. And I feel like when I was evaluating, okay, what would I eat for breakfast, I feel like all my breakfast choices include bread, and I would rather eliminate bread than eliminate oatmeal. So oatmeal is staying on the table because that's going to be my go-to breakfast, so that I can have like a good jump start to my days with something healthy. I am also keeping quinoa on the table. I need some kind of like something to eat my chicken with, or and I love having salads, but I can't just have salad greens every single meal. So quinoa is going to be my replacement to rice or pasta, or anything else. If I make like grilled chicken or something, I'm planning to use quinoa as my base, and that's how I'm going to have like maybe healthy lunches and healthy dinners. And again, I picked out quinoa because the benefits of quinoa, in my opinion, outweighs the fact that it comes with some carbs. So I feel like that's an okay choice for me. Because I generally lack protein, like whenever I measure my calories or I measure what I eat, I'm always so low on protein. I'm just not great at reaching out for like meat products or things that are high in protein. That's going to be like a focus for me. But I want to have at least one protein shake a day. So I'm going to start my day sometime in the mid-morning. I want to have one protein shake, and then I want to eat really good throughout the day and make like good choices. But then by the end of the day, if I haven't met my protein goal, I'm going to have another protein shake in the evening, just so for that one day I can say, yes, today I had a good amount of protein. My biggest problem ever, like always, is sugars and sweets. I have such a sweet tooth. When I say I'm addicted to sugar, it's like so true. Like it's not even funny, because when I let myself go, which is I think what happened this last period, I eat sugar like nonstop. I can finish a whole box of cookies. And I feel like this is the area I need to reset my cravings the most. But I also know that I'm like so addicted to it that I can't just eliminate it. Like I just can't. um, I don't know, I feel like I won't be able to. And I honestly don't like to do any kind of diet where I feel deprived, because like I love myself and I love my life and I want to enjoy like my life. So I have made a rule that I will have 25 grams of something, whatever that something is. I'll have 25 grams a day. And that's, I did the math, and it's like 2 macaroons are 25, or like a decent size, not too big, not too small, chocolate chip cookie is about 25 grams. And that's really good. Like if I get that a day, that's like really good, to be fair to myself, to satisfy my sweet tooth, but to also be fair to my body and not like fill it up with sugar. I love having coffee, and the way I have my coffee right now is actually very good in calories. I think my 1 cup of coffee is like 75 calories, so that's like totally fine. I am gonna keep that on the table, because that's like my moment to myself every day. Like whether Zayden goes to daycare or he stays home with me on his nap, or when I get a moment to myself, I like to sit down, maybe in the sun like I'm doing right now, hold my cup of coffee and just like close my eyes, and that really helps me enjoy my day or start my day. So I'm not gonna give up my coffee. That's staying on the table as well. So generally, we don't make fried food at our house. Like I think maybe once every 6 months or something, we'll make something that has to be fried. But generally, frying food is not like our go-to method of cooking. But I had to say this and I had to write it down, because the only time I eat a lot of fried food is when we go out. I tend to opt in for fries and things like that. And I just needed a reminder that that's not always the only choice, that I could make better choices when I eat out too. And that's why fried food needs to be eliminated from my diet for this coming period. Last but certainly not least is water. I know that if I'm gonna eliminate some foods from my diet, I need to drink tons and tons and tons of water to kind of compensate for that. I tend to get really tired if I don't give my body what it needs. So if my body is asking me for food or for pizza or for that, and obviously all these things can be a source of energy. And also when I get dehydrated, I get really tired. Like actually my back starts to hurt, and like I'm physically beat when I'm not hydrated. So that's why like drinking good amount of water is going to be like one of the key to this diet. Next, let's talk about working out. I have been so consistent with my workout to some extent, of working out 30 minutes a day and actually doing like good amounts of workout like running or HIIT workouts using weights and stuff. But I would say like in this coming period, I'm gonna change my workout goals from 30 minutes to 20 minutes, only because I don't want to lose that habit of giving myself that time to work out. So I still want to show up for myself and I still want to do some work, but I don't want to beat myself doing it. I also want to change my exercise type. So instead of doing like very high burning exercises, I'm gonna take it easy. Like maybe I'll go on a walk or a light jog instead of going on a run, or maybe I'll do more slow yoga flows instead of like an energetic yoga flow. So with changing my exercise goals, I still want to hit my 10K steps a day. Even if I just walk I still want to be able to do 10,000 steps a day, and I still want to burn 500 calories a day on like my calorie goal on my watch. So those goals are not going to change. I'm just going to change the way I'm going to achieve those goals. Okay, a few more things. Next, I want to talk to you about my vitamin goals. I do really good and I get really good amount of energy when I take my vitamins consistent. And if I'm gonna stop certain foods, I am pretty sure I'm eliminating certain vitamins that I would get from those foods. So this coming period, taking my vitamins consistently is going to be really important, and that's actually on my list. I have a list of all the vitamins that I need to take and how much I need to take, and I have them prepped in a container. So that's like I cannot skip my vitamins if I'm going to like decrease the amount of food I'm giving my body, because I do believe that my body has enough fat to turn into energy, and that's what I'm trying to train my body to do. But I am not so confident that my body has all the vitamins it needs. So I wrote it down on my list because I know that if I don't give my body all the food that it's gonna ask for, I better at least give my body all the vitamins that it needs to function like normally. Last but certainly not least, for me at least, is sleep. I have a sleep plan because I know that if I don't give my body all the food that it's gonna ask me for, I'm gonna be tired. At least until my body realizes that this is the new normal. My body is gonna go into shock, I'm gonna get tired, I'm gonna feel sleepy. So I'm starting this plan today, and starting today, I'm gonna go to sleep early, and there's no negotiation about that. So my plan is to be in bed by 8:30, read for about 20-30 minutes, and have my lights off by 9. Maybe once a week, like I could think of one thing that we do every week where I have to be out late, but that's like on Friday night, and I can always take a nap on Saturday to compensate for that. But I want to give my body like a really good at least 10 hours of sleep every night. Sometimes it's really hard for me to fall asleep. To make sure that I actually fall asleep and I get a good night's sleep, I'm going to be relying on taking a melatonin, because I know that whenever I do, it really helps me fall asleep. And it's the kind of sleep where like when I wake up the next day, I actually feel good. Like actually, okay, I rested, I'm refreshed. Versus like when I take like a muscle relaxer or like a sleeping Advil or something, I still fall asleep when I take those. But when I wake up, it's like I didn't sleep. It's weird. Melatonin is like the most natural way, at least for me, to take something that helps me go to sleep, and I plan on like using that so that I can fall asleep every day at 9 p.m. and then the next morning I can wake up like around 6, and that's like easy 9 hours of sleep, and I think that's gonna be good. I'm gonna try to make it 10 hours of sleep. I don't know how. Maybe I'll take a nap or something, but I know my body would really appreciate that if I'm not giving it all the food that it's gonna ask for. Just looking at my list, I think that's everything. I covered everything with you guys. Today is day 1. I'm filming this video in the morning. I'm gonna edit it right now and upload it for you, and I'll date them and I'll post one every day, so you can maybe join my journey, give me some words of encouragement, give me some tips along the way, or maybe get inspired to do something for yourself. That's it for now. Thank you for your time. I'll see you later. Bye.